Madaya, welcome to another episode of Kusina Maria. I'm Ria Jose and this is Just Life TV. And today I'm cooking with one of my favorite ingredients, which is kimchi. So if you want to know how I'm gonna cook kimchi with all these other ingredients, keep on watching. Hi guys, so this is my second recipe that I'm filming for this day. If you haven't watched the other episode, which was salad, I'll leave the link here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now to this channel. For this episode, I'm sharing with you one of my favorite ingredients and one of my favorite things to do with that ingredient. I'm gonna stir fry kimchi. I'm gonna do this type of sauteed kimchi for the first time, itong type na to. So I usually just do it with vegetables or pork belly. But this time I'm cooking with shrimps and seafood tofu. So just a quick rundown of all the ingredients. So I have here 2 cups of kimchi. This is from Gourmet Unnie, one of my favorite local brands. And then I have here around, I think 8 pieces of medium-sized soft shell shrimps. But you can use any amount of shrimps. Shelled, cleaned, blanched, and then sliced into bite-sized pieces. And then I have here around the same amount of seafood tofu. So this is 8 pieces. So I got this from SM Bonus. This is my first time to cook with seafood tofu. I've cooked with tofu before with this recipe, but this is my first time to cook seafood tofu. And then I have here 1 tablespoon of mild doenjang. Tama ba ang pag-pronounce ko? Guys, let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly or not. This is soybean paste. This is super salty. And then I have here something which is mildly spicy, Korean seasoned soybean paste. It's usually in the green container. So usually the brown one is not spicy at all. The green is mildly spicy and the red one is super spicy. So for the green one, I have 1/2 tablespoon because I do not like it too spicy. And then we're gonna cook this with sesame oil. I usually use the Kimchi brand. I don't measure the oil, but maybe we'll use around 1 tablespoon. And also a little bit more seasoning if necessary, but I doubt if I will use it. But this is my favorite premium soy sauce by Kimchi also. This is not sponsored by Kimchi, guys. It just so happens that this is the brand that I use for these 2 products. I blanched the shrimps beforehand and I kept the water which I blanched it in because I'm also gonna use that for this recipe. But if you don't have it, you can use warm water. That's not a problem. So let's go over there and let's start cooking. So we're now here at the stove top. And sorry if putol. Pinapractice ko pa kasi yung placement ng camera. The apron is from Apeprons, Davao. I'm wearing shorts inside if you guys are wondering. So this pot, it's not hot anymore. This is the pot where I blanched the shrimps. So iniwan ko siya because we're also gonna use that as our broth. Look at that pot of shrimp water. So I'm gonna use that later to flavor our kimchi dish. And then over here in the pan, I'm heating up about 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil. I'm going to saute the shrimps for a bit. This is optional, but you can also prepare a bit of garlic and onions and you can saute it with the shrimps. But I'm gonna do the shrimps first. This will be very fast because it has been blanched. If you notice, when I'm cooking with kimchi, I barely add any other spices, so I don't use salt and pepper anymore. I find that the taste of the kimchi itself is well balanced, it's flavorful. So I'm putting around 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil to the pan. I'm trying to heat up the sesame oil. This is over high heat. I'm gonna lightly fry the tofu. We'll just put in the tofu all at once. Oh, there you go. And we'll just wait for it to cook a bit. I haven't tried this brand though. You can cook this with plain tofu. It's super hot in the kitchen. Do not be worried if it's not deep fried or thoroughly fried because we will still cook it with the kimchi itself. I want to tikim. Yeah. Or mabilis lang naman. Tara. This is SM Bonus brand. It's been lightly fried. Let's put this in a bowl. So I'm putting this in a bowl and we'll set this aside. Let's put more sesame oil again, just a bit. We'll wait for it to heat up again. One thing to note, if you're cooking with sesame oil, madali po siyang masunog. So don't leave it on high heat for a long time. Hindi masarap. Okay. So now I'm adding all my kimchi. This is again 2 cups. Let's turn this down to... Ah! Oh my god! So this is 2 cups of Gourmet Unnie kimchi. And we'll add a bit of our shrimp water. Let's add about a cup. And let's add the 2 bean pastes. So this one is the spicy one. To be honest with you guys, I'm only measuring for your benefit. I usually do not measure these things because it depends on what I feel like for that specific moment. If I want it more spicy or whatever. So this is over medium heat and we'll just wait for it to simmer and for the liquid to boil down. Just make sure everything is mixed in properly. So this will just be for a few minutes. Hi, it's still me. It's the same day but I'm wearing a different shirt kasi nabasa yung shirt ko. I washed the dishes kasi. It's now simmering and I'll add the shrimps and the tofu back so that they will also absorb all the flavors. Ba't ang arte ko? All the flavors. If you feel like it's getting a bit too dry, you can add more of your shrimp water. So just make sure that everything is properly mixed and you're actually already done. I just want this a little bit drier, so I'll wait for the juices to evaporate. If you want this a bit less spicy and a little bit sweet, you can add brown sugar. You can also add soy sauce or fish sauce if you want it saltier. You can also add vinegar if you want it a little bit more sour, or lemon juice, calamansi also. If you want to add veggies, you can definitely do that. You can add more cabbage, carrots, basically whatever veggies that you want to add actually. Other stuff that you can add in are of course fresh fish, pork belly. So I'm using pork belly. I cut it into thin slices and I fry it before I do the tofu. So para yung flavor ng pork belly nasa pan na. You can also use squid, practically use any meat. This is good for around 3 to 4 meals, or if you're sharing, this is good for 2 to 4 persons. Depende gaano kayo kagutom. If you want this a little bit more substantial, usually I'd add a little bit of quinoa. I can also get greens and wrap this similar to how you'd eat samgyeopsal. And we're done. Super fast lang guys. Ang matagal lang talaga dito sa mga dish na to is the prep time. But the actual cooking, super easy. If you want this na parang kimchi jjigae, just add more water. Or this one, the shrimp water, or seafood stock, or chicken broth, and you already have kimchi jjigae. What I do is I saute this down, na medyo dry talaga siya. And then I portion this, or I put this in the fridge. And then if I'm in the mood for kimchi jjigae, I put a portion of this in the pot and then add warm water. You can also add noodles. You can add a little bit of cream. You can add also cheese. Add pasta. It's already cheesy kimchi pasta. And everything tastes great. Natikman ko na po siya. So I'm done with this dish. Kimchi with tofu and shrimps. Superb. This is similar to Kimchi Bokkeum, which is usually served with veggies, chicken, pork belly. I'm not making sense anymore. It's 5 a.m. Sisikat na po ang araw. But anyway, I'm very happy with this. If you have any questions about this recipe, don't hesitate to ask them down below. You can also leave your questions about baking and cooking, and also suggestions for recipes that I should do in the future. If you have any criticism about the way I do things, kung feeling nyo ang gulo ko, or kung feeling nyo ang pangit ng framing ko, ang pangit ng lighting ko, whatever, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit on the bell button so you will be updated if I have new uploads, especially if I have new recipes uploaded. I have lots of plans for this channel, not just cooking and baking, but of course I'm still gonna continue editing and uploading my past travel videos and other types of vlogs. Thank you guys for watching. The recipe will be on my blog. That's cucinamaria.com. Don't forget to leave a comment there as well. Follow me on social media and do tag me, especially if you're gonna make this recipe or something like this recipe, at Ria Jose Davao on Instagram and Cucina Maria on Facebook. Don't forget to share this with your friends as well. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!